Flood-ravaged communities across 3 states are bracing for more rain. With warnings the crisis is far from over as more towns are ordered to evacuate. The sun may be shining, but for many Victorians, the worst is yet to come.
The situation continues to evolve in places like Shepparton, Echuca, Charlton and Kerrang, where flood levels continue to rise, where communities are at real risk.
We've been sleeping in the cars 2 days. Yeah, we were ordered to evacuate and we went to the showgrounds. We thank God that we are safe at least.
In Echuca, in the state's northeast, a stark warning.
Lift things up off the floor, block the toilets and all the drains to stop the sewer from backing up through there.
Floodwaters in the already inundated town expected to peak tomorrow or Wednesday as swollen river systems across the region begin to merge.
Our house is in a flood area. We've put sandbags, but I don't think that's enough. I wanted to do more, but there's not enough time to do it.
North Central Victoria, part of the food bowl of Australia, underwater, the effects of which will ripple across the nation.
We're expecting bumper crops, and many of those, of course, have been devastated and ruined.
It's likely that these floods are going to have a cost of living impact on people because of the impact on prices of fruit and vegetables.
In the inner Melbourne suburb of Maribyrnong, the clean-up is just beginning.
We're just going through the motions. We tried to save what was downstairs, but we just
watching the water rise and having to save neighbours across the road, I'm so sorry, was such a traumatic experience, and it is still extremely difficult to actually just process.
Tasmania's north and northwest also starting to assess the damage, with flood warnings still in place in western New South Wales.
We now have 31 LGAs in New South Wales that have been disaster declared. The disaster recovery allowance is flowing through to eligible people and will continue to make that available.
And for many communities, this crisis is about to worsen, with the entire East Coast bracing for a massive rain band later this week.
So it remains a very dangerous situation. And that's why my government stands ready to provide whatever support is requested.
A lot of people are really very anxious, particularly the elderly.
I'm scared. Yeah, I'm really scared.
Just so much water everywhere, and hard to believe that 6 kilometres from the GPO in Melbourne was flooded, and now you've got a place like Echuca which looks like it's really going to get smashed. They say that might be as bad as since 1870 up there.
Wow. I was reflecting today that, since those Black Summer bushfires, going on 3 years,
which you covered,
now, it feels like as a nation we've lurched from one crisis to the next, including the pandemic. But it is also worth kind of remembering, even though we have this communal fatigue, I think, from all the disasters, each time a new community goes through it, it is new, it is fresh. Their need is just as great as every other one in the past, even though perhaps I think our sense of kind of
like every
patience for this is waning.
And it's all just another.
Well, we all did so much work on Lismore, and that sort of came and went like within 24 hours. Bang. Well, Hamish was up there.
No,
I talked about it constantly on the radio, you did. That came up and was devastating. But this is a slow creeping body of water that's slowly going down these river systems, which almost is worse because you know it's coming.
And there's still months of La Niña to come too.